All right, guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Now coming to you from my dodgy apartment in Malta with a tree I put there to hide the mess. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a really good DM I got sent on my Instagram. You guys can send them through, the link is below, from a young guy who wants to build his physique and he's struggling. And I'm going to call this video, guys, I would have built my physique 5 years sooner if I followed these principles. And a lot of you guys are younger, well, not always younger, I'm 31, I get some 40, 50, 6-year-old guys, but a lot of you guys, you want to build that complete physique, you want to be lean, you want to look good, you don't want to do these crazy bulks and crazy cuts. Have a look at this DM, okay? I'm going to take a deep dive into this because it was a deep one as well. It says, hey Max, what advice would you give to yourself starting out or starting again as the younger you? I'm 22 years old and I've been training for 2 years, but I've not seen any progress at all and I'm still holding a lot of body fat. I want to make progress as fast as possible because I'm sick of looking like this. Thank you for your YouTube videos, they're really helpful. My man, thank you so much for the question. Now, this is what I would say to you as a 22-year-old, and guys, anyone watching this, if you're 32, don't be sitting there thinking, oh, it doesn't apply to you. This is how to change your physique as quick as possible. We all want fast results, but this is where I want to start. So let me put my phone down, okay? Now, first things first, guys, we need to master the basics. I have been training since I was about 17 years old. I did not look any different until I was like 24, 25. And then I really started to pick things up from around 26, 27 when I moved to Dubai. And then obviously my physique got a lot better, but I've kind of put on a couple of kilos every single year. But honestly, from 17 to 21, I looked the same. It is depressing. I'm going to put a picture up here of me like 3 or 4 years into my training when I went to Thailand backpacking to try and like go and pick up loads of girls because I thought I had a great physique. And this was the result of like 4 years of relentless training. So I used to go to the gym, do bench press, do bicep curl 21s, try and bench press 100 kilos, always drop the bar on myself, drink a double protein, the chocolate mint whey protein shake, 1 scoop, 18 grams of protein, go home, not eat carbs because I thought carbs made you fat, and just look the same every single year for about 5 years. Now, we need to, number one, master the basics, okay? I'm going to go into training and I'm going into food. So although I'm talking to this young guy, I'm kind of talking to young me or talking to anyone who wants to improve their physique quickly. Number one, master the basics, okay? Guys, we need to try and get as strong as possible at the big compound lifts in the gym. If we just make it stupid simple, okay? I wasted years going to the gym. I was obsessed with Greg Plitt. Now, obsessed with Greg Plitt. And I used to go and do his 2-hour chest workouts. It was called like the chest abomination. And it would be like the plate loaded press into push-ups, into flies, into bench press, a giant set. And I'd be doing like 3 push-ups into like 8 kilo flies. Then I'd do like 4 reps on a 40 kilo bench press with terrible form. I just completely skipped the main part of training, which is picking big compound lifts that work multiple muscle groups in one go and getting stronger over time and really focusing on my recovery in between sessions. I would train every single day, 7 days a week. I wouldn't do cardio because I thought cardio made you lose muscle, and I would just bench press, bicep curl, shoulder press. That's all I did. But I would always superset things because I thought supersets, burn more calories, and drop sets burn more calories, and giant sets or cluster sets, or doing circuit training, you're going to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. And what would happen is, first of all, I wouldn't be able to lift any load because I was so out of breath. Massive problemo. Second of all, I'd be completely cooked because I've gone from a bench press to a chin up to a dip to a squat, and I just couldn't move anything. I wasn't focusing on technique and form and tempo, and I was going giant set after giant set and just getting no quality work done. We call it junk volume, yeah? So to everyone listening to this, you need to get strong at the basics, which means you need to be recovering. We do not get stronger unless we recover, okay? So 3 to 4 training sessions a week is all you need. It is all you need. It's still all I do. Look at me, look at my body. I still train 3 to 4 times a week. If it's a 3-session plan, it's a full body 1, 2, and 3, great for beginners, great for people that don't have any time and want to get the most out of an hour in the gym 3 times a week, or would train 4 times a week, a push-pull legs upper, or an upper, lower, okay? Again, 3 hours a week in the gym for the 3-day plan, 4 hours a week in the 4-day plan. You do not live in the gym. You walk into the gym, you absolutely annihilate yourself, you walk out, done. And then it's all about recovering for those 23 hours. So now we've got that solidified, 3 sessions a week or 4 sessions a week. My friend, you don't need to do push-pull legs. You don't need to train 6 days a week. You grow outside of the gym. Unless you are full of gear and have unreal elite genetics, which you don't, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, you can just walk into a gym and do whatever you want and you'll look great. We need to train, break down muscle fibers, recover, repair, come back, get stronger, lift more load, okay? So focusing on the basics. That means the big key lifts in the gym. I've done multiple videos on this. My best ever YouTube video was on this. Should probably do another one. Think overhead pressing for your shoulders, incline benching for your chest, dips for your chest, lateral raise for your delts, dips for triceps as well, weighted chin-ups for your back, big heavy rows for your back, deadlifts from the floor, whether that's a Romanian deadlift, a trap bar deadlift, a sumo deadlift, a traditional deadlift, okay? Squatting, lunging, Bulgarian split squats, these big powerhouse movements, okay? These guys, they recruit multiple muscles, they break down muscle fibers everywhere, and you're gonna get the biggest return on your investment from these movements, okay? If you are training properly, you need those 3 or 4 days off, guys. Now, in terms of rep ranges, it doesn't matter. Anywhere from 6 to 15 reps. Do not sit there and think, if I do 10 reps, it's going to be different to if I do 12 reps, or if I did 8 reps and then I do 50. It's all the same, guys. Take the sets close to failure. If you pick the bench press and you do 3 sets of 8 and you get stronger over time, or you do 3 sets of 12 and you get stronger over time, or you do 3 sets of 15 and you get stronger over time, you're still improving the bench press and getting stronger over time. That is how you build muscle as fast as possible, okay? Obviously, most people can't do chin-ups. You work with a lat pull down, then you go to an assisted chin-up. Dips, you might have to use a machine and then eventually go to an assisted dip and then a bodyweight dip and then into a weighted dip. These are the big movements that are going to build muscle. Those are what I mean by focus on the basics. You grow outside of the gym. You do not grow in the gym. You literally break muscle down in the gym. So if you're training 4 days a week, and then you're drinking on weekends, you're not eating food properly, you're just have a protein shake and think that's it, you're doing 10% of the work and you're leaving 90% out. You need to do it all. We have the 3 to 4 day training plan. We hit the big compound lifts to failure and try and get stronger over time, which means you track your lifts, obviously. And if you're not doing any of this stuff, I've got a course below called the Complete Physique Blueprint, where I literally take you guys through all of this stuff in detail and have all of the training plans in there. Everything loads up on your phone, everything's there ready to go. Plus you're in a community of me and nearly 60 other men. There's group calls in there, and the thing is about to take off for the next year. But anyway, we get stronger over time with these rep ranges. Now, this means we need to be resting properly, okay? So my man, the guy listening to this, you need to train 3 to 4 times a week. You need to get stronger over time. You need to be resting 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. You can't be doing all-nighters on a Saturday. I don't care if you're 22 and you want to get laid. It does not work for your physique. You cannot go out, get hammered all night and go and train on a Sunday morning. Focus on your sleep. Food, okay? You've told me here that you still have a lot of body fat, okay? Which means, my man, you need to lose fucking weight, okay? So you specifically need to be in a calorie deficit. You need to be losing around 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per week. This is a good, healthy target, okay? If you want to try and get it done quickly, we move towards 1%. If you want to be conservative and you've got a nice long runway of fat loss, we can go to 0.5%. I'd always recommend leaning on the slow side because we want to try and hold as much muscle as possible. Don't be thinking you can build loads of muscle and go into a bulk if you are fat and out of shape. That doesn't matter if you're 22 to the guy who sent me that or if you're 50 watching this. Guys, if you're out of shape and you're fat, you still do the training, you still do the 3 to 4 days, you still go to failure, but you run a deficit. Obviously, you are fat. You run a deficit and lose body fat. You can still build muscle on the way down. If you're overweight, you run a deficit, losing 0.5 to 1% of your body weight a week, you will still build muscle with that training plan, pushing yourself to failure, eating enough protein. The protein is 1 gram per pound of target body weight. If you're super overweight, it's 1 gram per pound of target body weight. If you're just a normal guy, 180 pounds, 200 pounds per 1 gram per pound of body weight, okay? But without the deficit, you can train all day long. You will not lose body fat. Rule number 1 when you are fat is lose the fat. And then once you get lean, you then increase your calories. So we've got the big compound list, we've got the deficit, we've got sleep, we've got the rep ranges, we've got recovery. These are key. And then you've got cardio in your steps, okay? Not super important getting into steps right now. It's good to be active, but I recommend if you're overweight doing as much cardio as you can. It's not going to affect your training. It's not going to affect anything. It's going to help you burn more body fat, allow you to eat more food and keep you healthier. So if you're not doing any cardio, to my man who sent me that question, add in 15 minutes at the end of your session 3 times a week. Then make it 20 minutes and try and get yourself up to like 30 minutes 3 to 4 times a week. This tends to be plenty. Now guys, I want to show you 3 of my clients here who did this. They got lean first, and I want to show you their physique. So remember, we've got Simon, and Lee. 2 Simons and Lee. These guys didn't have much training experience. They had too much body fat, okay? And we pulled them into a fat loss phase first. And as you can see by the pictures, they built muscle and lost fat at the same time because they started on these plans I'm talking about. They didn't just do what I did and start going to the gym to pick up girls when you're 16 and you're trying to be a G. These guys came to me, I don't train, help me. Here's the perfect training plan for you. Here's a great way to eat. Check in with me every single week. I want to speak to you every single day. I want to see your food. I want to see everything. I want to see your weight each week. And this is what you need to weigh this week. This is what you need to weigh the week after. These are your lifts. These are the numbers we want to try and hit next week. Everything was calculated and done for them. That's what my premium coaching package is. I literally do everything for these people. It's why I made this channel. It's why I have my Instagram. It's my whole business. It's why I'm able to travel all over the place and make weird videos with a tree behind me. Okay. These guys, as you can see in those pictures, they recomped. Imagine if their before pictures, I put them into a 3-month gaining phase to build loads of tissue. It's a waste of time. They don't have to diet for even longer. So as you can see, you get lean first, but the training stays the same. Whether you're in a huge gaining phase, whether you're in a huge fat loss phase, your training is the same. You train to build muscle, you do big compound lifts, and you train hard and heavy and as close to failure as possible. That's something people really neglect, yeah? That hard, heavy, and as close to failure as possible. My heavy is different to your heavy. It doesn't matter. If you're doing a bench press, an incline bench press with 40 kilos on the bar, and you're absolutely cooked and giving it a 100% effort and you nearly drop the bar on yourself, that is an elite world-class set. You should be proud of that. It doesn't have to be 140 kilos on the bar. The weight is relative, but the intensity is key. And a lot of people, I train 80 guys online at the moment, and I get them to send me their form videos, okay? People train at 50%. They stop just because it says 12 reps on their plan. When they could, if I had a gun to their head, they could have got 35 reps. Don't be that guy. If it's too easy, increase the load. The intensity has to be there. Sorry, I know this is a long video, but a couple more things I want to go over when it comes to just the basics and changing your physique as quick as possible. Alcohol, it sucks. It doesn't do anything for anyone. All of the issues that have ever happened to me in my life with women, getting into fights, spending money, have all come from alcohol. Alcohol destroys your physique. It weakens. Muscle protein synthesis will be down by around 20% when alcohol comes into play. Your gut health is destroyed. Your appetite goes out the window. You get massively dehydrated. It destroys your sleep quality. I can literally sit here for an hour. You end up doing terrible things. You make terrible mistakes. It makes you a bad person. It doesn't do anything for you. If you want to build a great physique, guys, try and learn to have a good time with going out, women, anything, without booze, or keep it minimal, okay? Training partners. I wish, when I look back over the years, I wish I trained with someone stronger than me. There was a few people in my gym and I'd kind of be a bit nervous and not want to train with them. If I could go back in time, I'd pick the guy that was serious, a little bit older than me, and I'd say, boss, let's go rep for rep, set for set, train me, push me. Okay, I now have great training partners, people who are savages, and even now I get taken to school all the time in the gym. But that's how you keep training and you make your training fun. Still, I'm 31 years old, guys. I've been training for a long time. I love going to the gym with the boys, meeting for a coffee, going and having a big session. That for me is still fun. I don't get that same level of enjoyment. I don't push myself as hard when I'm on my own. Okay, and one more thing I want to talk about, and I'll leave this here. I'm sure you're all bored by now. Changing your training plans up. This is, again, you can imagine with an online business, I tend to coach people that aren't very motivated, which is why they've come to me in the first place. These people, they're doing a push-pull legs last week. This week, they're doing a high rocks competition. Then they've dropped out the high rocks competition because they're going to do a physique show. But then they're a power lifter. Right. I have literally ran push-pull legs upper this whole year. And we're coming up to October. I have not changed it once. Why would I change a program if it fits into my lifestyle, I can progress it really well, and I really like it? Why? It works perfectly for me. You cannot change your training plan around all the time. And I have this every single week with my clients. Oh, when are we going to change the training up? Never. The bench press, the incline bench press, if you're pressing 40 kilos for 12, how are you going to get to 100 kilos for 12 and build a huge chest if the week after you're doing a dip and then you're doing a decline press and then you've got a machine press and then you're doing a triple drop set on flies because you saw it on Instagram and then you're doing push-ups with your feet elevated and then flies up there? No, if you want to build a big top line, front delt, pec, tricep, you get very good at pressing. The only way you're going to get good at pressing is by pressing probably twice a week. If you want to get a really big chest, add 50 kilos to your incline dumbbell press, add 50 kilos to your weighted dips. You will not be able to do that by playing paddle on a Tuesday and then doing a push-up on a Wednesday and then doing Greg Plitt's 2-hour chest workout on a Thursday and then you're a power lifter on a Friday. Fucking hell. Stick to the basics. Get stronger over time, please. And if you don't want to take my advice, it's all good. But thanks for watching these videos. I'm going to cut this one off here because it's been 18 minutes. See you in the next one.